Heute ist der beliebteste Backstreet Boys bei uns, aber er wandelt jetzt auf Solofaden. Welcome, Nick Carter.
Thank you.
Hello. First question is, hi Nick, how do you like Cologne? Hallo Nick, wie gefällt's dir in Deutschland und in Köln?
I love it. Actually, I want to go and visit the cathedral. And we used to come here a lot, me and the Backstreet Boys, and I love it here.
Also Nick sagt, er liebt Köln, er möchte unbedingt den Kölner Dom besichtigen und er war auch schon mal hier mit den Backstreet Boys und er findet es ganz, ganz wunderbar. Die nächste Frage heißt, auf welchen Frauentyp stehst du? Nick, the next question is, what kind of girl or woman do you like?
I like all sorts of girls.
Like them all?
Well, I mean, it's really, honestly, and I've always said this since I was young, but it's always what's on the inside that counts because, you know, after a while, you're gonna get tired of the outside, and if the inside doesn't, you know,
okay.
do good, then you know.
I don't believe you.
Well, think about it this way. I mean,
I mean, when you meet a woman at first, there's a
you got to be
first
attracted to
impression.
them, but personality is beyond like looks and visual.
Er sagt, dass die innere Seite einer Frau zählt und dass die Persönlichkeit viel, viel wichtiger ist als jedes Aussehen, was man sich vorstellen kann. Hut ab! Warum hast du eine Solo-Karriere angefangen? Ist jetzt die nächste Frage von Ashley 16. The next question by Ashley 16 is, why did you start a solo career?
I started it because, I mean, first of all, I've always wanted to do it since I was really young. But I've always wanted to do like rock music, and the only way I really could do it like is if I did it by myself too. I just love, you know, I love music, and I was almost this close to quitting, you know, like just dropping everything, because I've been doing it since I was 12 years old. But then, you know, I got the opportunity to start writing music and do, you know.
And why now?
Why now? Because basically, I mean, it's 10 years like I've been with the Backstreet Boys, and everybody's like, you know, this is incredible. I'm sorry, I got my band out there practicing.
Er hat gesagt, dass er schon immer eigentlich Rockmusik geliebt hat und dass er schon immer ein bisschen solo unterwegs sein wollte. Er war jetzt 10 Jahre bei den Backstreet Boys und jetzt ist halt mal die Gelegenheit da gewesen. So, does that mean that the Backstreet Boys will split up?
No, not at all. I mean, right now I'm in the middle of like doing something that I've always wanted to do for a long time. So I mean,
taking a break.
I'm taking a little time off and you know enjoying like this right now because I mean, like I said, it's been a long time. So everybody in the group is doing their own individual things. Some of the guys are Age's getting married. Brian's having a baby. So you know, there's just things going on.
Ich habe gefragt, ob sich die Backstreet Boys deswegen dann auflösen. Das ist auf keinen Fall der Fall. Die nehmen halt gerade eine kleine Auszeit. Der eine kriegt ein Kind, der andere heiratet gerade. Und ja, Nick macht gerade seine Solo-Karriere. Nächste Frage. Welcher Song deines Albums gefällt dir am besten und warum? Next question is, what song on your new album is your favorite and why?
I like all of them really. I'm biased, but I Stand For You.
I Stand For You, and why?
It's just really kind of like one of those. It's a free kind of. It's just really different. It sounds different than anything out there. It doesn't sound like anything. It's got
is it a rock song?
Yeah,
or
it's
a
rock. The whole. It's a up tempo.
Up tempo. Alle Songs gefallen ihm super, hat er gesagt. Aber I Stand For You ist momentan sein Lieblingssong. Ist ein schöner Uptempo-Song. Ja. So, do you write the lyrics yourself?
Mm-hmm. I wrote I Stand For You. I wrote I Stand For You. I wrote a large portion of the album. I wrote on it. So it's just, you know, I didn't proclaim to be the best writer in the world, but you know, because I'm still learning. But you know, writing is something new to me, and I didn't realize I could write till 6 months ago.
Okay. Also ich habe Nick gefragt, ob er die Songtexte auch selber schreibt, und er hat gesagt, ja, zum Beispiel hat er I Stand For You geschrieben. Er hat zwar nicht alle Songs auf dem Album selbst geschrieben, aber das zum Beispiel und auch noch ein paar andere Songs, und bis vor 6 Monaten wusste er gar nicht, dass er auch Songs schreiben kann. Er ist zwar nicht so der allerbeste Songschreiber der Welt, aber er tut sich, er macht sich. So, next question is not there yet, so I'm going to ask you something else. So, you're the most famous Backstreet Boys. Can you explain why?
I don't know. I guess I'm just.
Is it just your good looks or your
I don't know. It's whatever the fans think. You know, it's not like I don't know. I mean, I'm just myself. I'm Nick. You know, I don't try to be anything more. I don't really dress up too much. You know, sometimes I might be dirty, sometimes I might be, you know, I'm just a normal guy, kind of like, I guess. And that's what's different about a lot of people in this business. A lot of people in the business are really, really Hollywood, you know, and I'm not.
So you're just wearing normal, ordinary clothes, and you're just the normal
That's all it is,
okay.
You know. Maybe that's what's different about me.
Ich wollte von Nick wissen, wie es aussieht. Er ist der beliebteste Backstreet Boy. Warum ist es so? Die Antwort ganz bescheiden, ja, ich bin einfach ein normaler Typ, ich mache nichts Besonderes, ich ziehe mich normal an, ich bin ich. Und das ist wahrscheinlich das Geheimnis dahinter, weil in Hollywood laufen so viele aufgetakelte Leute rum und das hat er gar nicht nötig. So, jetzt wird's ernst. Stimmt es, dass du ein Duett mit Britney Spears singen wirst?
No.
Do you speak German?
A little bit.
It's about a duet with Britney?
Yeah, but no.
No? Would you like to do it?
I don't know. I don't even know if she's my type of music.
Maybe not.
Probably not. So unless she wants to get into rock, you know, if she really likes rock and roll.
Also wenn Britney nicht Rock'n'Roll anfängt, dann besteht da keine Chance, weil sie macht einfach nicht nix Musik. Okay, so you're into rock. What are your favorite bands?
Well, I like a lot of old rock, and new rock too. But I mean, I'll just name a couple bands: Def Leppard, Bruce Springsteen, Journey, Bon Jovi, Tom Petty, David Bowie. Those are old ones that I really like. New ones, I love Weezer. I've always liked Nirvana, the old stuff.
They're not new.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're kind of old now, but then, you know, new bands. I was listening to System of a Down like 3 years ago before they even came out. So I like System of a Down. I like their stuff. I like them because they stay true to their music, to the rock. I like.
Oh, let me just translate it, otherwise I'll forget everything. Also mag gerne Rockbands, zum Beispiel Def Leppard, System of a Down, Weezer und die anderen habe ich vergessen. Sorry, I forgot the other.
Weezer, Journey. Tom Petty, Bruce Springsteen. I'm sure they know.
Yeah, that will do. Die nächste Frage, hast du Haustiere? Do you have any pets at all?
Yeah, I have like 8 dogs.
8?
3 cats.
Honestly?
3 birds.
Do you know all their names?
Yeah.
What's your favorite pet, a dog or?
Okay, we have the pugs. We have 2 pugs, which is Mikey and Precious. Then we have a Doberman Pinscher, which is my baby. Her name is Xena. Then we have a Rottweiler. His name's Pharaoh. Then we have a Labrador mix with a Chow, and his name's Simba. Then we have another one who's like a pug and it's a pug and a Shih Tzu mix, and that's a baby girl. Then we have another one who is actually a Shih Tzu, and his name's Merlin. Then we have another one whose name's Tequila, and then we have a Jack Russell Terrier, which his name is Sparky. So that's actually 9 dogs, and then of course I got cats and stuff.
Do you prefer cats or dogs?
Dogs.
Er hat also 9 Hunde und 3 Katzen und 2 Vögel und sein Lieblingstier ist ein Hund und die ganzen Namen zähle ich jetzt lieber nicht auf. So, nächste Frage. What's your favorite place to chill out and to relax after work?
In the bathtub.
Easy?
I like to take a bath. Like sometimes I like to just
Candlelight and relaxing music. Also
Candlelight
am besten lässt es sich im Badezimmer ausspannen, in der Badewanne, schöne, ruhige Musik an und Kerzen an. So, you're only 22 years old, so when will you retire? I mean, you can't retire at 25, so is there anything you would like to do in your future career?
I'm going to do music for a little bit, and we'll see what happens. I would love to do some other stuff, like? Totally different. I might play baseball. I might move to another country. I'm thinking about moving to just like somewhere, I don't even know. Just somewhere and learn a different language.
Do you speak any languages now?
I speak ein bisschen Deutsch, and that's about it.
Ich habe Nick gefragt, was passiert so als nächstes.
And un poquito Spanish.
Spanish? Es ist ja jetzt so, dass er 22 Jahre alt ist und man kann ja nicht mit 25 in Rente gehen. Also gibt es noch irgendwas, was er noch gerne machen möchte. Und er hat gesagt, er könnte sich vorstellen, was ganz anderes zu machen. Zum Beispiel Baseball zu spielen oder in ein anderes Land zu gehen.
Or basketball.
Basketball?
Too.
auch Basketball, oder in ein anderes Land zu gehen, eine neue Sprache zu lernen, und er spricht ein bisschen Spanisch und ein bisschen Deutsch. Hi Nick, what kind of books do you like?
I like pictures, so that's the kind of books I like. I like to look at stuff. I like books like National Geographic. I like Discovery books. I'm kind of into like all that history and nature stuff, big time. So that's the kind of books I like.
Also ihn interessieren Sachbücher sehr viel. Also die Frage war, welche Bücher magst du am liebsten? Zum Beispiel National Geographic und so weiter, wo viele Bilder drin sind, aber auch, wo man was lernen kann. Hast du neue Tattoos? Do you have any new tattoos?
Yes, I do.
Where?
On my ass and right here. Here's another tattoo.
Oh, it's a shark, isn't it?
No, that's my old one. I had this. I put this around.
Okay. Also er hat ein neues Tattoo, und zwar ein neues altes. In der Mitte ist ein Hai und die Verzierung darum, die ist jetzt gewachsen sozusagen. Welche Schauspielerin gefällt dir? What actress do you like most?
My favorite actress is Sigourney Weaver.
Sigourney Weaver?
Yeah. And no, sorry.
No? Go on?
No, I'm saying.
Sigourney Weaver. Die Antwort ist kurz und schmal. So let's talk about your new album now. It's called Now or Never. What can you tell us about it?
Well, I mean, it's cool because Now or Never is. First of all, it's rock. It's like, but it's not like rock. Everybody's gonna be like, "What is he doing?" It's pop rock. It's not like crazy different than the Backstreet Boys. It's like Backstreet Boys mixed with a little bit of guitars and stuff. I've always loved rock. And I always said I was gonna do rock. So I'm finally doing it and everything. But pretty much, it's dope. It's fun. It's young. It's crazy. I mean, it talks a lot about love and the ups and downs of it.
Okay.
I don't have a girlfriend, so I gotta write about it in songs.
Okay. Das neue Album Now or Never. Ich habe ihn gefragt, was gibt es darüber zu berichten, und Nick hat gesagt, es ist Pop-Rock, es ist ein bisschen Backstreet Boys, aber auch nicht ganz, also es ist schon ein bisschen härter, und er hat keine Freundin und deswegen hat er viel über die Liebe geschrieben in seinen Songtexten. Machst du auch Balladen wie zu alten Backstreet Boys Zeiten? Do you also record ballads like in old Backstreet Boys times?
Yeah, I have some songs that are like that.
Which ones?
There's a song on the album called Do I Have to Not Cry For You? Actually, it's called Who Needs the World. Sounds kind of like a Backstreet song. Then we have another one called A Heart Without a Home. Sounds like a Backstreet song. And they're ballads.
Yeah.
So all the up-tempos, though, they're not like Backstreet songs. They're Nick Carter songs.
2 Balladen auf dem Album, und hört es euch mal an. Gibt es eine persönliche Verbindung zu dem Song Help Me? Is there a personal relation to the song Help Me?
Yeah.
Your single?
Yeah, it's like I love the song because the song was it's about. I mean, it's kind of like it was a perfect song. If you listen to the words, the chorus is like, "Help me figure out the difference between right and wrong, weak and strong." Because I'm not really like afraid to ask friends or anybody for help. I love I love people. I'm a people person, so I'm down to earth. The song's really kind of just down to earth. It's not like anything too crazy or talking about my ice and my chains and stuff. It's just kind of like a normal song. That's what I love about it.
Wie wir vorhin schon festgestellt haben, Nick hat den Song selber geschrieben, und der Titel sagt es schon, Help Me, und er sagt von sich aus, er ist sich nicht zu schade, Freunde, Familie und alle Leute zu fragen, ihm zu helfen, und deswegen kommt der Song sozusagen von Herzen. Sind die anderen Backstreet Boys jetzt sauer auf dich, weil du eine Solo-Karriere startest? Are other Backstreet Boys a bit upset because you're starting a solo career now?
No. Like I said before, they're all individually doing their own things, so it's fine. Everybody's taking a little time to do some stuff.
Also wie er eben schon gesagt hat, ist es im Moment Sendepause bei den Backstreet Boys und jeder macht halt sein Ding, und deswegen ist es völlig okay, dass er halt eine Solo-Karriere macht. So I heard that Justin Timberlake is doing a solo career as well, and he's like a bit of competition. So how do you prevent rivalry between each other?
We're cool with each other. We really, we love I like what he's doing. He likes what I'm doing.
You've got the same record label. You've got
we're
the
cool
same
with it.
management.
There is no competition.
Oh, that's good. Have you met each other?
Yeah, just met recently with him, and we were talking about. He was telling me, how he was glad that I was doing rock music because when we used to tour in Europe, and especially Germany and stuff like that, he used to that's all he used to remember that I used to love was rock music, and he's glad that I did it.
But he's more into R&B, isn't he?
Yeah, and I told him the same thing. I said, that's all I remember you doing was R&B, and I think that was awesome for that reason.
Ich habe Nick gefragt, wie es aussieht. Justin Timberlake von NSYNC macht ja jetzt auch eine Solo-Karriere und die beiden haben dieselbe Plattenfirma, dasselbe Management. Gibt es Rivalitäten oder gibt es überhaupt keine? Nick hat geantwortet, nö, wir sind ganz cool miteinander umgegangen. Wir haben uns sogar letztens erst getroffen und wir haben festgestellt, Nick halt ist mehr so im Rockbereich tätig und Justin in den R&B-Bereich und deswegen klappt das alles ganz gut. Die nächste Frage lautet, könntest du dir vorstellen, Nick in einem Film mitzuspielen wie Britney Spears? Could you imagine starring in a movie like Britney just did?
I don't know. Maybe. Maybe not.
What would you like to play, like a bad guy or a good guy?
I'd probably like to play some type of really action type of role. I love action movies.
Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Not really. Maybe more science fiction.
Mhm. Nick könnte sich vorstellen, in einem Film mitzuspielen. Bis jetzt gab es, glaube ich, noch keine richtigen Angebote. Aber ich habe ihn gefragt, was würdest du lieber spielen? So eine nette Rolle oder den Bösewicht? Und er meinte, nee, mehr so eine Actionrolle, aber eher so im Science-Fiction-Bereich. Also jetzt nicht so Arnold Schwarzenegger-mäßig. Nick, I heard some of the demos already and I really liked them. What would be the next single?
The next single would probably be... God, I don't even know. We're talking about maybe My Confession being the next single.
My Confession.
Either My Confession or another song called... God, what was the other one? Do I Have to Cry for You?
Also es stehen zwei zur Auswahl, entweder My Confession oder Do I Have to Cry for You. Diese beiden Lieder sind halt auf der Kandidatenliste für die nächste Single nach Help Me. Um was geht es im Video von Help Me? So what's the video Help Me about?
The video Help Me is pretty much normal too. It's just like the song, except it has to deal with my band's in the video. It's kind of like just a normal day of a rock band, just jamming out, recording, picking out instruments, and having fun.
So the plot is you're being yourselves.
yeah, in a way, just being what I am, what I do.
Das Video handelt von einer normalen Rockband, wie sie zum Beispiel gerade ihre Instrumente auspacken und dann anfangen zu spielen. Und es ist halt ein ganz natürliches Video, so wie die Jungs auch jeden Tag sind. So, let's talk about the record again. So, were you I think you were very pleased with the record, but on the other hand, were you a bit nervous because people might like it, but they might not like it as well?
There's a big possibility people might not like it, but I'm happy with it. I feel like I did a really good job in trying to make good music. That's all I was concentrating on the whole time, was just making good music for the fans, and yeah, it's a little different, but as long as everybody gives it a shot and just listens to it and then makes their decision later. If they don't like it, then fine, but until you hear it, don't make that decision yet.
Ich habe Nick gefragt, wie es aussieht. Er war sicherlich sehr begeistert von seiner eigenen Platte, aber es könnte ja auch sein, dass die alten Fans sie jetzt nicht unbedingt mögen, weil es ja Rockmusik ist. Und er meinte, hey Leute, gebt mir eine Chance, hört es euch erst an und urteilt dann. Er selbst mag die Platte sehr. One more question from me. So, like the Backstreet Boys target group is more like teenage girls. So what is your new target group?
I don't know what my new target group's going to be. It's going to be whoever wants to listen to it. I have people coming up to me and saying, "Oh, I never listened to the Backstreet Boys, but I like the song."
Okay.
So I mean, that's kind of stuff that's kind of cool to see, And even I want the old fans to like it too, I want everybody to check it out because it's cool, it's different, it's fun music, it's feel good music, and whoever wants to dig it, that's down.
Ich habe Nick gefragt, wie es aussieht. Die Backstreet Boys Fangemeinde ist ja eher so weibliche Teenager und wen möchte er jetzt ansprechen? Nick hat gesagt, alle. Also auch die alten Fans, aber auch neue Leute, alle, die seine Musik gerne mögen. Und ja, jeder soll ihm halt eine Chance geben. How old is the girl in the band? She's the hottest babe I've ever seen.
She's actually 20.
20.
Yep, 20 years old. And she's a friend of mine that I used to play in a garage band with her. Like I played the drums and she played the bass, and we used to play whenever we'd get done.
When was that?
Well,
in your spare time? Or?
Yeah, in my spare time. I used to go from Germany, fly back home when we weren't big in the States at all. We weren't even doing good, and I'd get some time to be able to go on take some time off, and I went home and I played with her. We would play in a garage band for a while, and it was great because we did have we did that for like 3 years, and I told her, I said,
how was the band called?
I don't know, Fresh Chickens or something like that. It was something stupid.
Fresh Chicken.
Yeah.
Okay.
But anyways, it was just something on the side that I used to love to do because I loved rock music so much. I wanted to do, like, play. And I told her, I said, Alicia, if ever I do a solo thing, and this was like 4 or 5 years ago, if ever I do a solo thing, I want you to play in my band. And so she's playing in my band.
Really nice. Die Frage lautet, wer ist halt die Bassistin in dem Video, in der Band von Nick Carter? Und tatsächlich ist es eine alte Freundin von ihm. Und ja, die Backstreet Boys waren ja damals in Amerika nicht so berühmt, excuse me. Und immer wenn er halt aus Deutschland nach Hause geflogen ist, dann ist er zurück nach Amerika und hat halt mit seiner alten Band gerockt. Und wir hatten auch einen lustigen Bandnamen, so Fresh Chickens oder so. Und dann hat er ihr schon damals vor 5 Jahren versprochen, so, hey, wenn ich jemals eine Soloband starte, dann bist du dabei. Next question. Würdest du auch mal einen Song mit einem Rapper aufnehmen? Would you like to record a song with a rapper as well?
You know what? Anything's open now. Whatever happens.
Possible.
Anything's possible. Right now, I did this whole album by myself. Really, there was only one cameo by some guy, a reggae artist called Mr. Vegas, and that was it. Everything else, it was just me. So who knows?
Dieses Album, da war nur ein Gastmusiker, ein Reggae-Künstler, Mr. Vegas, und bis jetzt hat er noch keine weiteren Gäste, aber alles ist möglich und es kann auch sein, dass er mal einen Rap macht. Hey Nick, dein Song ist super. Was sind deine musikalischen Vorbilder? There's a fan of you who writes, she loves your song, so what is your musical idol?
Musical idol is anything from, God, I love, like I said before, anything from like Kurt Cobain to, sorry, anything from Kurt Cobain to Steve Perry to Phil Collins, Bryan Adams, Tom Petty, people like that.
Kurt Cobain, Phil Collins, Bryan Adams, I forgot.
Tom Petty. Steve Perry.
Und Steve Perry, das waren sie. Und das war auch schon die letzte Frage. Super vielen Dank an Nick, dass er heute hier war. That was the last question, so he'll be released now.
Oh, okay.
Thank you very much for coming.
Thanks for having me.
Bye-bye.
Okay.